Hey guys, this is Old Patrol Jedi here, and I just wanted to let you know how disappointed I am with many of you viewers out there. Um, how far the entertainment level has dropped off the radar. Seeing how that in the last couple months, the most popular movies have been the High School Musical 3 and the Twilight movie that just came out. Um, that is just one of the strangest things I've ever seen in my entire life. I want to start off on the High School Musical franchise. I don't know where on earth that came from or where it even started, but this whole thing is just blown up into something a lot bigger than itself and turned probably a couple people that would be doing musical theater for their entire lives into big stars. But like I said, I didn't even know what High School Musical was until this year, and I frankly wish I didn't. Um, but it has a lot of humor in it because it's so stupid and so horrible. Um, I'll be honest, I've only seen clips of the movies and the show, and honestly, most of it I know is from watching South Park and when they were making fun of it. That's my full extent of the High School Musical series. But it's gotten so much press and so popular, and everyone loves it for some strange reason. I don't know why. I don't know. But personally, I can tell you, I went to high school, and I don't remember anybody singing and dancing in high school. Do you guys? No. Well, there was the PCCA when I went to high school, but they had their own building and they stay away from everybody else. And if anybody just spontaneously broke into song and dance, they would most likely be killed. At least where I went to school. Unfortunately, we're never probably going to see the end of these kids because of their success in these three movies. I don't know. I guess the first two were on Disney or something. And the third one was on movie screen. That's how sad it was. It made $80 million in its opening weekend. Now, you have to understand this. It's a movie about singing and dancing in high school. Strange combination, of course. But then you can say the same thing about Grease, but Grease was actually good. Okay, like I said, it did $80 million its opening weekend, which is absolutely just fucking pathetic, considering, Star Wars only did, episode 3 only did 100 or, I think, between 90 and 110. I can't remember the exact figure. I'll get back to you on that. But it's completely pathetic. From what I've been told, is that the people that starred in that film, some of them are getting their own record deals, some of them are getting their own movie deals. The one ugly ass chick, I don't know, they're all ugly. She got a nose job or something like that, and they're all getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars of your hard-earned dollars that you're just forking over to them, which is fucking ridiculous. But one thing that really pissed me off, is that I read that they're doing a remake of Footloose. And guess who's starring it? Zac Efron. I guess it's either the black kid or the blonde-haired kid. I have no idea. I have no idea about the show. But it's fucking stupid. And personally, I'd like nothing more than to walk onto the set of High School Musical and just start a complete massacre and wipe them off the face of the earth. I wouldn't do that because that's horrible, but it is in the back of my head. Keep that in mind. Secondly, gotta go back. If I didn't say enough, I'll say it again. High School Musical sucks. There. Now on to the Twilight series. The only redeeming quality about this film, and it was originally a book series, it was a few books or whatnot, is that it's vampires, which are cool, and books. I can't argue against anybody reading books, no matter what it's about. I mean, if it's about fucking flying dung, I don't care. But if you can get kids to read, that's pretty cool. And vampires just add to it. For example, Dracula, Nosferatu, anything like that. I know I have a really limited selection, but I'm just making examples. I'm just super annoyed because what they tacked onto it was they latched on to the female audience and probably a particularly high amount of gay audience who just like dreamy vampires. Let's just make for the record here. Vampires are not something to lust after, okay? Vampires are definitely creatures who want nothing to do, more to do than to kill you and suck your blood. That's the true extent of vampires. Vampires are not nice, they're not cuddly, they're not dreamy and emo, and they're definitely not gonna go hang out with you at the mall or fuck you or something when you're not looking. I don't know. That's, like I said, it's nothing against reading. That the good kids to read, that's good, but it's the basic plot line of this film and the books is that a girl moves to a town and finds out a vampire and loves the vampire and wants to fuck the vampire. So basically, it's no more than a Harlequin romance. What is a Harlequin romance, you ask? You ever seen those books they have in the airport of the lady with her titties popping out, just hanging on to a guy with long wavy hair like Fabio? That's what a Harlequin romance novel is. Just romance novels. And that's it, except with vampires. So they made $80 million off of a Fabio vampire movie. No, Fabio's not in it, but I'm sure he's lined up to play a star in the sequel. I will not be going to see this film. I will not be reading the books because it doesn't interest me, and it shouldn't be getting as much publicity and hype as it is. I mean, if you want to know, their target audience is females and gay men, or gay vampires, or I don't really know. But yeah, I don't plan on seeing the film, and I don't know why so many people all got over it. It's pretty a poorly executed film. It looks stupid. The characters are extremely bland. And all of the people that are going to see it, they're doing it not because of the book or the book. They're doing it because they want to see if they want to feel for the vampire character. Oh, I want to love him. He's so cute. Even somebody who's my friend, who's a nerd, just like me. Yes, I'm a nerd. I said it proud. Fuck you. She's like, oh, the vampire. He was so dreamy. He was so dreamy. I don't go to a movie to dream about the characters unless it's, Angelina Jolie or, somebody else like that. Or, Natalie Portman. God bless her heart. And to make it that whole basis on that is just completely stupid. And, of course, now that it made, $80 million its first weekend, it's been out for a couple weeks now, and it's probably made a lot more money. They already lined up sequels 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, I have no idea. And it really angers me because instead of coming up with more creative idea, they're rehashing the same ideas over and over and over and over again instead of coming up with new material. Fuck, I know Toy Story 3 is coming out, but that's something that's going to be good because Pixar always hits the nail on the head and does a good job. I love Pixar films, but it's time to come up with new ideas. I'm getting sick of the same old crap. I'll get onto that later on with a video about remakes. But, okay. You guys have a great day. Go Bucks.